Today, we are taking a look at Shalltear from Overlord. This is the wedding version figure in the Glitter and Glamours line by Banpresto. Overlord is a dark fantasy series built around a powerful ruler, Nazarick, and the world that expands around its guardians and followers. Within that story, Shalltear is one of the major guardians of Nazarick, known for her strong presence, distinctive personality, and memorable role among the main members of the series. Today's highlights for this figure are the shy-looking expression with the fang, the wedding-inspired swimsuit, and the slender body line. The first highlight is the shy-looking expression with the fang. The red eyes, the blush marks on the cheeks, and the thin, curved smile are all placed close together, so the face has a soft but memorable expression. The small fang at the edge of the mouth gives the smile a clear Shalltear-like accent, while the narrow eye shape and cheek marks keep the mood slightly shy and teasing. Because the expression is built from small details rather than a large open smile, the face becomes one of the strongest points of the figure. The second highlight is the wedding-inspired swimsuit. The white outfit combines the high collar, the gold rose ornament at the center of the chest, the open chest area, and the large frilled sleeves into one clean visual theme. The rose ornament works as a strong center point, while the layered swimsuit lines across the torso guide the eye down toward the narrow waist. The small frills around the lower swimsuit part continue the same decorative direction, so the design feels connected from the neck and chest down to the waist and thighs. The third highlight is the slender body line. The narrow waist, exposed thighs, knee-high socks, and white heels create a long vertical flow through the body. At the same time, the wide sleeves and long ponytail extend outward, making the slim center line stand out even more. This contrast between the compact body line and the larger surrounding shapes gives the figure a graceful silhouette from the front, side, and back. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The head is built around a shy-looking expression, and the face establishes that impression before the hair adds more movement around it. The red eyes are narrow and placed close to the front-facing expression, with a black vertical line running through the center of each eye. Around the outer edges, the fine eyelash lines overlap with the upper eyelid lines and the shorter lower lines, so the eye area has a sharp finish without becoming too heavy. The blush marks are placed in several short lines across the cheeks, spreading outward from the center of the face. Because those marks sit close to the eyes and the mouth, they support the slightly embarrassed mood very clearly. The mouth is drawn as a thin curved smile, and a small fang can be seen at the edge of the mouth. That small detail changes the expression from a simple smile into something more character-specific. The nose remains subtle, so the space from the eyes down to the mouth connects smoothly. The overall face does not rely on a large open expression. Instead, the narrow eyes, cheek marks, thin smile, and small fang all work together in a controlled area of the face. The hair is pale purple, and the front hair flows diagonally across the forehead before framing the face. A long strand runs along the outer side of the face and drops toward the chest, then curls inward near the end. This gives the front view a curved line that passes around the face and continues down toward the upper body. The hair around the head is not treated as one simple mass. It is divided into visible sections, with the front hair, side strands, and tied back section each reading separately. At the back of the head, the hair gathers into a high tied section, and from there, the ponytail extends widely toward the back. The ponytail passes behind the body, flows downward, and then curves again near the tip, creating a long sweeping line. Near the tied section, a black ribbon with red lines is attached and hangs down behind the pale purple hair. The ribbon reads as a separate thin band rather than part of the hair, and the red lines running vertically through it add a strong accent to the back view. The upper body is arranged around a white, wedding-inspired swimsuit design, and the center of the torso is framed by several clear costume parts. Around the neck, the white high collar surrounds the base of the head, while the gold rose ornament sits at the front center as a separate decorative piece. The rose is placed at the center of the chest area rather than under the collar, and the small layered petals form a rounded flower shape. Because it sits between the collar and the open chest area, it becomes the main focal point of the upper body. The chest area is opened by the white swimsuit layer that crosses over the body, leaving a large skin-colored area visible in the middle. Below the chest, a thin boundary line separates the cup area from the lower torso. Across the front of the torso, white lines overlap diagonally, creating raised borders as they move from the chest toward the waist. The abdomen is narrow, with a small indentation near the center and soft wrinkle lines gathered around the surrounding fabric. These lines keep the white surface from looking plain and also guide the eye down toward the waist. The arms add a lot of shape to the upper half. One arm is raised over the head, with the hand placed along the hair at the back of the head. The other arm extends forward, and the hand bends slightly downward from the wrist, with each finger separated in a delicate shape. Because the two arms move in different directions, the upper body does not settle into one straight line. It spreads outward through the sleeves and then returns toward the center through the chest and waist. The sleeves are surrounded by large white frills that spread outward from the shoulder and wrist areas. Around the sleeve opening, the frills appear in layered rows, with smaller inner folds and larger outer waves sitting in front of and behind each other. Near the shoulders, shorter frills rise from the outfit, clearly separating the body side fabric from the wider sleeve sections. From the back view, the sleeve frills extend away from the body, and together with the arm angles, they give the upper body a wide and flowing outline. The lower body continues the white swimsuit design from the waist downward, while the exposed thighs, knee-high socks, and heels create a long vertical line. Around the waist, the lower swimsuit part follows the body closely and clearly separates the narrow torso from the exposed thigh area. At the front, the piece drops toward the center in a pointed shape, and small frills continue along the edge. Fine line and dot patterns are placed near the front border, following the shape of the swimsuit as symmetrical decoration. The frilled edge continues around the waist toward the back, keeping the boundary between the white outfit and the skin-colored thighs easy to read. From the back, the lower swimsuit part follows the rounded surface of the body, with wrinkle lines gathering near the center and the small frills continuing around the outer edge. This keeps the back view connected to the front design, with the white outfit, the exposed thighs, and the frilled border each remaining clearly separated. The legs are designed with a large exposed thigh area before switching into white knee-high socks. The upper edge of the socks wraps straight around the lower thighs, creating a clean break between the skin-colored legs and the white sock area. From the knees downward, the legs extend in a slim line, with the calf shape narrowing gently toward the ankles. The feet are finished with white heels. The toe area is rounded, and the opening around the top of the foot rises smoothly along the shoe. At the back, the narrow heel extends downward as a separate vertical shape from the rounded main shoe body. Together, the lower swimsuit part, exposed thighs, knee-high socks, and heels keep the lower body neat, slim, and elegant. This figure is approximately 24 centimeters tall. That's about 9.4 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Shalltear by Banpresto stands out because this figure combines a shy-looking expression, a wedding-inspired white swimsuit, wide frilled sleeves, and a slender body line into one clean presentation. The face leaves a strong first impression. The red eyes are narrow, the blush marks sit clearly on the cheeks, and the thin smile is made more memorable by the small fang at the edge of the mouth. Because the expression is not overly large, those small details become even more important and give the face a soft but clearly Shalltear-like charm. The hair supports that impression very well. The pale purple front hair frames the face with curved strands, and the longer strand near the front drops toward the chest before curling inward. Behind the head, the high ponytail stretches outward and creates a long, sweeping line that adds movement to the back view. The black ribbon with red lines also adds a strong accent behind the hair, while still reading as a separate part from the hairstyle. The upper body works well because the costume layout has a clear center. The white high collar leads into the gold rose ornament, and from there, the eye moves into the open chest area and the layered swimsuit lines across the torso. The large frilled sleeves expand outward from the arms, while the narrow waist keeps the center of the body slim. The raised arm and the forward hand also give the pose a graceful flow across the upper half, making the upper body feel open without losing its clean shape. The lower body continues the same white theme through the lower swimsuit part, the frilled edge, the exposed thighs, the knee-high socks, and the white heels. The small line and dot patterns on the lower swimsuit part add decoration without breaking the clean look. The knee-high socks create a clear boundary at the thighs, and the heels finish the leg line neatly at the feet. This makes the lower half feel simple, elegant, and well-connected to the wedding-inspired outfit design. What makes the figure especially appealing is the way the slim center line is surrounded by wider shapes. The frilled sleeves spread outward, the ponytail flows behind the body, and the legs extend downward into the heels. From the face to the chest, waist, legs, and back hair, the figure keeps the viewer's eye moving smoothly through the whole pose. Because of that, fans of Overlord or Shalltear will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like wedding-inspired outfit arrangements, delicate frills, and slender silhouettes should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.